People do ask still, what happens if I get in an auto accident? So the first thing we want to do if we get into an auto accident, obviously, is make sure yourself or any of your passengers are okay physically. The second part is if we did hit another vehicle or vehicles, we want to make sure all those people are good as well. Nobody's hurt. If somebody is hurt, obviously dial 911. Let's get anybody out there, ambulance, fire, whatever it may be, in order to get people taken care of. The second one is obviously exchanging insurance information. So this one, taking with our cell phones these days, I highly recommend, taking a picture of their insurance card front and back, a picture of their license. If you can snap a picture of their license plate or VIN number as well, that's always in case somebody's a little fraudulent, there's ways to track them that way. And then obviously you want to call after that, we want to obviously if the vehicle needs to be towed, we need to get the vehicle towed. So if you're a roadside assistance, you can call that, or you can call a local tow truck in order to get that towed, and take it to, where you might like, either if it's salvageable, a body shop, or if it's drivable, obviously drive it home. But we want to make sure we get all those pieces of information. Then we also want to make sure that we notate if there were some cross streets about where it happened, when it happened. These are things that the insurance company would like to know. If there is a police report, they would also like that. If there's not a police report, no big deal. Like if it was in a parking lot or something and we hit somebody, or somebody hit us, then either call your insurance company or your agent and kind of run through this situation. Here at our office, we like for you to call us first. That way we can help walk you through anything of what might come across, or, we'll help start the claim for you. If there was an accident, to make sure you get taken care of as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So when we do all that, we just need to make sure we're honest about what happened with our insurance company. We prefer you talk to us first rather than somebody else's, and we can kind of guide you along, because both sides, let's say we did hit somebody else, obviously we're both insured, we're not sure who's at fault in the accident. Both insurance companies are going to record your statement on what actually happened in the accident, so they know who's going to be liable and who's going to be paying for repairs, and then also any medical that may occur from the accident. So once we go through all that, I will tell you this. So typically if we call in a claim, you will hear from an adjuster typically by the end of the next business day. So that, you're looking at 24 hours or so. So if you call us in the morning, you'll hear by the adjuster from the next business day, by the end of business. So if you call us today at, noon, you'll hear from them by 5 o'clock on the next day. The adjusters obviously have a lot of cases going on across all insurance companies. So making sure we're available or can answer the phone, or setting a time with the adjuster to make sure that you guys both have time to talk, is a great time, because that does slow down the process if we're playing phone tag, or if they can't get in touch with you, things of that nature. So going through that with the adjuster, then you'll be able to pick body shop. As long as they're affiliated body shop, which most are, you're going to be able to take it to which one you prefer, and then also get it fixed from there. So once the vehicle's in and a lot of times broke down, then the body shop will get with the insurance company and the insurance adjuster in order to get the vehicle repaired, on an estimate of how much that's going to cost. There's always incidentals, because sometimes when they break the vehicle down and start getting more into it, there is more damage than what they originally anticipated, and therefore might have to go back for what they call an incidental bill with the insurance company to make sure that they get taken care of. Until the body shop has authorization, they're not going to be working on your car. So if you are in an accident, let's just give you a time breakdown. So time-wise, you figure that day and the next day for an adjuster. If you got your car to the body shop immediately after that, they're going to do an estimate, also get with the insurance. That typically is also going to take a couple days. So we could be 4 business days in at this point, including the day of the accident. After that, then they have to order parts, because they're not going to carry every make and model of parts on hand. They're going to have to order those parts. They're going to have to assemble those parts. And then that's going to take a few days at least. And then you're looking at paint, because all these parts come without paint on them, so they have to blend in paint. I will tell you this. I've been around the auto business for a long time. It takes probably 3 days for paint. Paint does have to dry and procure. So therefore, it is not going to be my car's at the body shop for 3 days. 3 days can typically just be paint. And remember, those are business days. I understand we all work on, Saturday and Sunday are still days of the week for us, but maybe the body shop's not working those particular days, as most body shops are probably a Monday through Friday organization. So just keep that in mind as well. So that way you're not, if you do get in an accident and if everything ran smoothly, we could probably be, they'd probably be done in a few weeks. Sometimes it can take a little bit longer in order for you to get put back to whole on that as well. So that's something to keep in mind. If you do get in an accident, after you gather all the info, once again, you just want to make sure you take pictures with your cell phone of driver's license, insurance card, front and back of both if you can, license plate, VIN number if you can grab it of the other vehicle. Obviously, we're going to have your information. It's just the other drivers, or vehicles that we want to make sure we grab all of their info as well. And if there is any police report, you can take a picture of that if you don't have a scanner. I understand most people don't, or there's scanning apps on your phone where you can take a picture and it'll turn it into a PDF to make it a little bit easier to read. But that's basically what you're looking at when you do get in an accident and what's going to occur after that. So I did want to thank you for joining me on this episode of Doing Insurance Right. As always, if you could rate, review, or subscribe to whatever platform you're listening on, whether it be Apple, Google, Spotify, or any of the fantastic ones out there, I greatly appreciate it and look forward to seeing you in the next episode.